Listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve, and today in this Unimportant review, we got the Bandai Namco Ultraman Arc figure from their Ultraman action figure line, which these are the stateside articulated figures that have been sit around like $20-25 depending. Which you can find currently at Entertainment Earth, link description below. Also, you can find them at like Targets, stuff like that. The ones we previously reviewed on the channel were from the Ultraman Rising Netflix anime, which I really enjoyed those ones. I actually kind of liked it better than the figure arts for what you were getting anyways for display value. I thought it was satisfactory at the price point. Arc, I haven't actually had the privilege of watching it yet. Ultraman is one of those ones I really enjoy, but I'm definitely behind on, especially on the newer ones. But I think he looks cool, so glad to have him. And with these reviews, they go up on our Patreon in advance. They are unedited, so it's nice one launch shot. It's pretty much, I put a beginning, add the little thing at the end, we're done with these videos. So if you guys like to help support the channel and see these early, definitely make sure to go check out the links. Also got a Discord attached to our Patreon. One of the best ways to get a hold of me for commissions. Anyways, for the packaging, yeah, Ultraman Arc here on the bottom. It also comes with a collector card, so if you guys are interested in those. It's got really nice image of Arc on the side here, which is funny enough because we did the 91 Godzilla previously, and like the side image was not the best. Not the best of those. Got Ultraman Arc on the side here. Got the official logo at the top. On the back just shows some of the other ones in the line. With I like how it's Ultraman and then original Ultraman. I still kind of want to get these two. I have them both in figure art, so I don't feel like I need to grab them. I probably should. And then the Gigatron, was actually kind of sweet. Wish it was need a big one, but kind of sweet. I know there's somebody's making a big one of these, and I'm half tempted. But anyways, I got some legal mumbo jumbo on the bottom. So for Ultraman Arc here, first and foremost, he does come with a sword, which has a really nice metallic blue for the plastic, and then you got some metallic silver here for some of the detailing. On the top of the blade, back of the blade, it's all just that metallic blue plastic all the time. Which, I want to state, they can do metallic plastic. It is a thing. One weird thing with Ultraman Arc here is he's predominantly gray. It's kind of like a pearlescent gray. I wouldn't say it's anywhere remotely towards the silver. But for reasons, they painted the chest silver, and same with the head. And I kind of wish they would have either kept everything this kind of gray color, because there's even a little bit of silver paint here, which I'm trying to figure out where the cut is, because it's like silver paint there, and then it's like the plastic. And then they have the head. And I kind of wish they would either not painted the silver at all, or maybe tinted the plastic a little bit more to be even more silver, so that you wouldn't have these like sharp contrast between some of the body parts. I think it's probably my biggest critique on this thing, because honestly, the sculpt wise, not too bad for like an inexpensive like posable Ultraman figure. Kind of dig it. Honestly, the way it's painted kind of reminds me of like hard 90s action figure. Like some, or even like early 2000s, like Ultraman action figures. Like I definitely have some that have this same kind of paint job scheme going on with it. And it brings back some fond memories of that. Now for like a more modern line, I maybe would like to see something a little bit more consistent with the paint job there. But again, kind of gives me like that like classic action figure feel. And it's got some nice color variety still with the blue here for what I'm going to assume is the time indicator. It's got some black around the neck here. The eyes are done in a metallic gold. It's got a little bit of blue striping around the head. Head sculpt looks really solid. Got some black here on the back too. Looks like the head is two separate pieces for the faceplate and the black back here. On the back, you do get some screw holes, screw and peg holes. So, not the cleanest thing looking on the back, but you do get some mold lines here for some of the parts for the suit. But the back of pretty bland. But that's kind of to be expected. A lot of these like more inexpensive Ultraman figures, and even the Bandai vinyls, they usually spend more time on the front making it look presentable, because this is generally going to be how you're going to be posing him on the shelf anyways, is him looking at you, holding his weapon, doing the Spectrum Ray, or whichever one this one does. So for the most part, they don't spend too much detailing on the side. And he's got like some red here for the striping. So molded detail, solid. Paint job, yeah, it could be better, but not the worst thing ever. Like I said, it reminds me of like a more classic action figure, which kind of pulls him in like multiple directions for me. Then for his articulation, you'll notice first and foremost his hands can rotate, and then he's actually got pulsable fingers. So these can hinge in and out. The thumb cannot, but you can bring the blade in the hand and then clamp it around. And he holds on to it pretty nice. And then you can still get solid posing out of it. It does show him actually being able to double hand it. I want to rotate the hand, but it's not going to work in my favor. Oh, there we go. Yep. So you have him double fisting it. And then for the arms on a hinge, so I go in and out. You can rotate the arm. It's got single joint elbow, rotation at the center of the bicep, head, ball joint. So a bit of wiggle to it. Can rotate all the way around. Nothing at the chest. It's all one solid piece. Legs, nice splits. Inwards about that far. Solid forward kick. Not too much of a back kick. His booty gets in the way. No rotation at the top of the thigh, but you do get... Oh, for a minute that almost felt like double jointed, but I'm just like, that's weird. It's just like how much that plastic distends out there. It just felt like it. But solid bend. It's actually a really solid knee. And the feet are on a ball joint, so a little bit of wiggle side to side, forward and back. So I think overall, he's fine. I would say between the two that they sent us, the 91 is like the clear-cut winner. But I still dig this one, mainly because, like I mentioned, for the color scheme, it definitely reminds me a lot of like an older action figure. And I still have those in my collection. He kind of like is a nice blending point between those. So like my old Ultraman Great figures and such, he kind of ties the room together in a way. I think as a collector, if you're going to be wanting to buy something, more than likely you're probably going to want to go with the figure arts if you really want like a good Ultraman Arc figure. I don't think I can really talk you into being like, oh yeah, I buy this one over that. It's not like the animated Ultraman, where it's like it being slightly less posable. It's still, I don't feel like I was going to break that thing, and he did the job nicely. For kids, on the other hand, I still think this is a super sweet Ultraman for them. Especially if you're like little kid getting into Ultraman. I definitely feel like this is the way to go. The only thing is I think kids would actually dig having the extra posability, especially with the hands. Like as a child, I would think this is like the coolest thing, just to be able to mess around with these a little bit. But with that being said, I think it's a little easier to lose the weapon. So it's kind of like you win some, you lose some. But it's a nice Ultraman figure. I don't think you're really too worried about damaging. The only thing is like the silver might scuff if it gets tossed in like a toy box or something. Is another thing to take consideration. So if they like to display their figures and play with them, this is a really good option. But anyways, you can help us defeat those guys by hitting the like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. I've also got Instagram, Patreon, TikTok, Facebook. Guys like people to do what you want to donate. Greatly would appreciate it. If you guys like to pick up some Ultraman collectibles for yourself, link in the description for Entertainment Earth. Good way to help support the channel and get yourself some sweet Ultraman kicking kaiju butt collectibles. And see you guys in the next one. Bye.